So I'm talking in the dark. Can you see me? There's no way to kind of put any light on here. Unless I turn the light on, but I really don't feel like it. What is this? Will this do anything? Okay. Well, that's annoying. Will this do anything? Uh, what is this? Let me see what this does real quick. Okay. Now I don't want to find a face. All right. I'm just trying to find a background so it can at least give you some illumination without me turning the light on. Okay. Well, whatever. That's fine. Okay. So I'll just put this. Ooh. You can kind of see me a little bit. Maybe not. But anyways, I realized something. When I was going on to that Dr. Phil page, the fully uploaded video by that guy, by that dude, and I did respond, but I didn't respond to any other the comments. The seven original pantheon gods of Sumer. They were the ones that came from other places and brought knowledge and civilization and brought skills and innovation, evolution to the less evolved humans. They may be Neanderthals, cavemen, Australopithecus, and then the bioengineering made them very advanced. And so and so and so with the seven original gods, of course, they then took on or created children, and then those children became demigods. And I have a filter on here because I'm in the dark, so I figured I'd give you something to look at while I'm doing this. But and so when you love and hate somebody, okay, this is why the emotions are like, this is so annoying. Okay, are like promoted to be like to hate someone or love somebody, because then you start worshiping, and then you're deifying the person that you love and hate. And this is how our society has created demigods, because the immortals, all they were just people that were maintaining existence, and they were balanced, and they knew how to exploit. They knew how to exploit the less evolved people. And how I figured this out was because I'm looking at other countries, and they're going into like the Catholic Church and lighting candles and are worshiping these churches. And so when the Spanish came into like Mexico and started converting everybody into Catholicism, the Spanish like made themselves out to be like gods. Now they weren't immortal because they were dying, but to the indigenous population, they were gods. And so anytime anyone brings something new or uses force and violence to get their point across, they force themselves to be a god to someone that is weaker in body, mind, and spirit. And this is then how the influencers out there, all the YouTubers, all the people who are gurus, who are doctors, who are degreed professionals, we have created, like I said before, a god-like, demigod-like status persona, so then we can exploit. And this is no different than even employers right now who are exploiting the perception that people are lazy. Okay? Maybe that's so, maybe that's not so, but there's two sides to this whole employment and the whole now hiring, and why a guy in Florida applied to 70 different entry-level jobs, only got one interview and wasn't even hired for that interview, because the employers, the businesses already got the bailout from the government, and they are exploiting their skeleton crew, overworking them, and then not hiring someone to help out, and then they're playing off like nobody wants to work. And so that's also how the gods have exploited the lesser evolved people. So even right now, our society is using the same tactics of creating false perceptions and withholding information. And so the person who doesn't know what's going on is only looking at the perception of what's going on, but they don't see all sides of the story. See, and that's so easy to fall into, because I thought that people were lazy or they're afraid to go to work. But then look at the other side of it. We could have employers that are like, why should I hire someone, pay the insurance, pay them the high wages of 15, $20 an hour, pay all the taxes of having an employee, when I already got like $50,000 from the government to bail out my business, and I still have loyal employees that are working for $10 an hour because I didn't give them any raises, and they're still sticking around because they have bills to pay and they can afford to do that. And so that's the other side of it. And so this is so crazy. And so then I'm like, oh gosh, so then this is how demigods are made. And so maybe way back when, back in antiquity, all the different devilish satanic gods people are all afraid of, that was then how somebody demonized somebody else, or demonized how they looked or what they said, or spun what they said, or created false perceptions, or did all that Shakespearean stuff. Because you heard about Shakespeare and they did plays about somebody making fun of somebody, no different than the Colosseum and all of the entertainment. And then you see it on TV. So anyways, I'm getting how this is working. So because the gods were the original humans that had information. So okay, I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna figure this out. And yes, all right. Bye, everybody. Okay, now how do I stop this? Oh shit. Here we go. I don't want this. Oh god. Okay. Is there an end on this? Okay, Oh, I see. There you guys are. Hey, everybody. Okay, okay, here we go, finish. Yeah, so that's how it's all gonna, that's how basically everything is gonna work. Oh, not work, but that's how everything has worked. Because there's original humans that then were masters. They created the slaves, like the children. And then they had a lot of slaves, like the pharaohs had a lot of the Jewish slaves that built all the pyramids. And then the Jews left Egypt and vowed they would never, ever be a slave again. And so they have then deified themselves and made sure they created little demigods by making people love and hate certain people. And so then you have the names of the demigods, and we have them in antiquity, but we also have like Einstein and Copernicus. And so all the philosophers and the astronomers are like the demigods of antiquity. And so anyone that dies becomes a martyr, and then they are being revered and worshipped in politics, religion, and science. I mean, you see the statues of Abraham Lincoln. He's like worshipped like a demigod, or the past presidents. So this is just more the same. But it's, even though you don't call them God, you call them celebrities. Goddesses, celebrities, actors, actresses, politicians, scientists. We have created the god, demigod type of thing for thousands, millions of years. This is crazy. All right, bye.